gentlemen may cry, peace, peace, but there is no peace. The war is actually begun. The next gale that sweeps from the north will bring the clash of resounding arms. Our brethren are already in the battlefield. Why stand here idle? What is the gentleman's wish? What would they have? Is life so dear or peace so sweet as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery? Forbid it, Almighty God. I know not what course orders may take. But as for me, give me liberty or give me death.
When people ask me, how do you feel like, or each day, it's the same thing. To me, there are three things we should all do each day. We should do this every day of our lives. The first one is laugh. We should laugh each day. The second one is think. We should spend some time in thought. The third one is how our emotions move to tears. It's happiness or joy. Think about it. If you laugh, you think, and you cry, that's a full day. That's a heck of a day. If you do all that in 7 days a week, you're going to have something special.
And so, even though you face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream. My 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Okay. That little man in black there, he says women can't have as much rights as men because Christ wasn't a woman. Where did your Christ come from? Where did your Christ come from? God and a woman. Man had nothing to do with him. If the first woman God ever made was strong enough to turn the whole world upside down, all by herself, with all these women together, I'd be able to turn it right side up again. And the men better let him. Them. Yeah. Yay. Clap.
Now I want to start with a question. When was the last time you were called childish? For kids like me, being called childish can be a frequent occurrence. Every time we make a rash romance, exhibit irresponsible behaviors, or display any other signs of being normal American citizens, we are called childish, which really bothers me. After all, take a look at these events. Imperialism and colonization, world wars, George W. Bush, and ask yourself, who's responsible? Adults. Adults and fellow testers, you need to listen and learn from kids, and trust us and expect more from us. You must lend an ear today because we are the leaders of tomorrow, which means we're going to take care of you when you're old and senile. No, just kidding. Now the world needs opportunities for new leaders and new ideas. Kids need opportunities to lead and succeed. Are you ready to make the match? Because the world's problems should not be the human family's heirloom. Yeah. Human family's heirloom.
I just want to say to all those young women out there that there are going to be people that will try to undercut your success, credit for your accomplishments or your fame. And I'm here to tell you that if you don't let those people sidetrack you, you just focus on the work. Someday, when you get where you're going, you will know that it is you and the people that you love who put you there. Thank you for this moment.
That man over there says that women need to be lifted over ditches and into carriages and have the best place everywhere. No one ever helps me into carriages or over ditches or gives me any best place. And look at me. Ain't I a woman? I plowed and gardened, and no man could head me. I could eat as much and I could eat as much when I can get it. And ain't I a woman? Look at me. Look at my arm. I'm done.
All right. Tell General Howard I know his heart. From what he told me before, I have in my heart. I am tired of fighting. Looking Glass is dead. Tutu Holt's soul is dead. The old men are dead. It is the young men who say yes or no. He who led among them is dead. It is cold and we have no blankets. Children are feeding to death. My people have run away into the hills, not knowing where they are, not having any food or blankets. All I hope now is to find my children Maybe they're among the dead. Maybe they are dead. Hear me, my chiefs. My heart is sick inside and sad. From where the sun now stands, I will fight no more for it.
Wow. I'd like to thank all of you for coming. Family and friends especially. Because, let's face it, no one likes graduations. With apologies to any recent middle school graduates, kindergarten graduation is the last cute one. Coming to this one is like going to a wedding for 1,655 couples, when you really only care about one, if that. To the esteemed professors and TFs, you've been to so many graduations that I sincerely hope you're playing a drinking game to get through this one. I'll even say some keywords to get you chugging. Harvard, graduation, future, compassion. To the class of 2014, I imagine we're all feeling some mix of anxiety and relief. And if you're anything like me, a little bit of anxiety isn't enough to overwhelm whatever else you're feeling. That anxiety can make you prematurely nostalgic for the days when your biggest problem was a 5 to 7 page paper, also known as a 4-page paper with wide margins and a really long title. Or when your biggest problem is that you have too many advisors. By now, we've all had a freshman advisor, a peer advising fellow, a proctor, a resident dean of freshmen. Those last two are different, by the way. A sophomore advisor, an Alston Burr resident dean, a sophomore advisor coordinator, a concentration advisor, and for the masochistic, a thesis advisor. I sincerely thank all of my advisors. But I just want to put it out there that Luke Skywalker defeated the Empire with only one advisor. And he spoke in incoherent aphorisms, had crazily inconvenient office hours, and never once offered Luke a mini Mr. Goodbar. Despite the luxury of too many advisors, there are some questions on our minds right now that no one can answer for certain.
Like, will the clubs I joined be enough to convince my future children that I used to be cool? Will my concentration have any application in the real world? It's common at this point to bring up folklore and mythology, but I don't think Celtic studies get the attention it deserves. Most people either don't know what that is or think you're pronouncing it wrong. Congratulations to the class of 2014 and their families.